I do not know the full story of what he did over there. I'm just learning bits and pieces.
A lot of the stories tell you Vietnam, nobody knew until it was all over who was dead, who was missing, who was gone. Nobody knew anything. A lot of those guys never got to say goodbye to the dude in the foxhole beside him. You know, didn't know whether he was alive or dead or anything.
You know, when I was in the Corps, all the guys coming back from Vietnam, they were spit on and treated like dirt. We vowed never again.
I don't know if any of y'all ride or not, but on a motorcycle, you're at peace. You've got two things in your world: your throttle hand and that car beside you. And that's the only two things you're worried about.
Motorcycle groups throughout the nation, almost 99% of them have all been set up by veterans. It's a way of getting that freedom back out there in the wind, those type of things.
Every year before Memorial Day weekend, thousands of motorcycle riders set off from Ontario, California on mission to Washington, D.C. They are Run for the Wall. For 10 days, they journey, making their way to the Vietnam Memorial. Once there, they meet up with almost 1 million more bikers for Rolling Thunder. Together, they ride to bring awareness to POWs and MIAs unaccounted for. They ride to heal. They ride to serve. They are the Brotherhood of Thunder.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how the thunder rolls.
I just want to say welcome. This can be a life-changing event for you. It can also be, if you choose it, just another motorcycle ride.
Run for the Wall's motto is, we ride for those that can't. This is a healing ride. We have people dealing with PTSD, all kinds of problems.
You can tell when you're starting to have problems. You feel this anger and this hatred and confusion and this lost feeling and everything. And I went and saw a psychiatrist and talked to him. He said, I hate to tell you this, but I can't help you. What you need to do is learn to get over it and go on. The war is over.
We call it wind therapy. Yeah, I mean, there's a saying among a lot of us is, you never see a motorcycle parked in front of a psychiatrist's office. It's therapy. It really is therapy.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Why do we ride? For those who can't. Why else? Raise awareness, to heal. Do we just do this for the Vietnam veterans?
No.
Who do we ride for?
All.
We ride for all veterans. We ride for those who can't. We ride for those who don't even know yet that we ride for them.
Well, I'm with the group Eagle Warriors. We select a veteran that has amputations of either their arms, legs, whichever, and then we modify an existing motorcycle, not only so that it's safe to them to operate, like double braking system on the right-hand side, shifting with just your thumb, and then we put a reverse on it because they can't feel pressure with their legs, so they have to be able to back that motorcycle up.
Sometimes there's those who can't, and we can give them a chance to ride again, can't we? We're going to give you an example of that.
As all of you know, the last several years we've presented motorcycles to combat injured veterans. Staff Sergeant Meadows, United States Air Force, retired, lost both legs above the knees, Afghanistan.
When the explosion went off, he looked down and knew his legs were gone. And he didn't sit there and moan the blues. He goes, okay, This is a problem I got to get over. Let's do it.
What was the name of your unit over there? Wasn't you?
22nd?
Yeah, but you called it the Reapers?
No, we were Jaguars.
Yeah, well, somebody.
I was the Reaper.
He was the Reapers. All right, give me a helmet. You can't ride anywhere without a helmet. That's the rules for RFTW. Reaper. Every tube biker has to have a vest with "Run for the Wall" on it. For Reaper.
He volunteers for a sheriff's department unit back in Giles County, Tennessee. What better person? I mean, he's just a great human being. These guys come back from combat, their buddies are out riding motorcycles, and they can't. We make it possible so that they can.
Okay, I want to welcome you guys to the 16th annual run of Southern Route Run for the Wall. 16 years we have been doing this here, and it has grown into a great operation. This is the 28th year of Run for the Wall. Most of you have heard me talk about the 22. It's very important that you understand about the 22.
The, average per day of suicide for veterans is approximately 22. Some people feel that's actually a rather low number. So particularly the Southern route has made it a point to focus on the fact that 22 individuals who are alive this morning will not be alive tonight.
I want you to start off, and we're going to count to 22. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We need to somehow help these people, and we need to, again, make them realize that it's better to live and that there is help that they can get, but we do have to understand what they're going through.
Get up here. These 22 will be dead by the end of the day. 22 veterans, 22 active duty. And what's so bad is 13 of them never went to combat. That's how many people are going to die today. When we get to Washington, D.C., 220 veterans and active duty will have committed suicide. I want you to think about that. I want you to remember that. I want you to burn that into your head. Get it into your heart. That's why I have dedicated this run to the 22. Let's have a moment of silence.
You think you're a tough guy? You ain't jack when you see a 67-year-old, 300-pound man bawling because he lost a brother, a friend, somebody else there, and he's finally figured out how to make peace. That peace, that 10 days, the stress, the push, brings it all to a focus, to a hold. And when they're standing at the wall, it seems like you can just let everything go. And it's worth it. I swear it's worth it.
Lost in a memory, half forgotten. I've been counting down the days. 100 oceans lie between us, but I finally get to say I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
The first leg of the run has been remarkable. I look forward to making the rest of the trip to D.C.
Close my eyes and feel the weight. The distance left these lines so gray, but I'm leaving here. Gonna make it clear. These words will be the boat I build to bridge your doubts and be your shield for the lonely hearts. Get a brand new start. I'm going home. I'm going
I'm a member of the Patriot Guard, and we're here for the 28th annual Run for the Wall. It's a great experience.
We've been following the Run for the Wall for several years, come out, bring flags. We have wounded warriors, we've got people that were MIAs that are here, a lot of veterans, line the bridge, tell them thank you, we appreciate what they're doing, their support, their families, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
I've been on this run for 13 years now, so I've done it quite a few times. In the past, I've been a road guard, and I've worked on the fuel team, and now because I've been here for so long, they promoted me to ambassador, and my job is to go out and visit with people and on the overpasses that come to wave flags and welcome and support us, and mostly just tell them thank you for coming out. We appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more awareness we bring to the fact that we still have people that are missing. It's a long day because we work to help all the rest of them get across the country. Matter of fact, we have 68 guys on the run right now, what we call FNGs, friendly new guys. Some of them going to the Vietnam Memorial for the very first time. A lot of them are carrying ghosts and that they've carried for years and years. A lot of the soldiers that were in combat, it just takes a long time for them to finally get the nerve to face the ghost. This mission is not about Vietnam or the Vietnam Memorial. This mission is about bringing awareness of the fact that we still have soldiers that are missing in action, killed in action, that were never returned to their family. And the younger generation, the Gulf War, the Desert Storm, the Afghan guy, they're gonna eventually inherit this mission. And I'm excited about them being out, and I'm hoping that once, we're too old to ride, that they'll take the mission and carry on with the mission. And if you've got a motorcycle and you're still thinking about it and you've never been to the wall, you need to come join us. We'll help you get there.
I'm going home, I'm going home, and I'm not looking back, looking back.
These guys come back from combat, their buddies are out riding motorcycles, and they can't. We make it possible so that they can.
If you'll notice on the front, it's got this emblem up there. That was on his hat. That was his unit's emblem in Afghanistan. This one is all his. So on behalf of Thunderstruck Customs, Eagle Warriors, RFTW, congratulations, brother.
I'd like to welcome all of you on the behalf of the City of Blythe, the Palo Verde Valley, and everybody surrounding this.
Going through Blythe was sort of a little awakening in the sense that here's a small town and the people were out there with their kids and they were waving, and it just brought great feelings that I hadn't had since I came back from military service in the 60s.
Are you glad to be here? Ain't this a great place to be? This is our first major stop on this run, and we're glad it is. We thank all of you, the citizens here. We thank you for feeding us, for taking care of us, for watering us. You do a great job for us. Bless you.
Okay, on behalf of the Blythe Area Chamber of Commerce, we would like to present a check to help you all with your expenses on the way, a check of $1,000. Well, that concludes our program for today, and we hope you enjoyed your visit and safe travels along your way, and we'll see you next year. Be safe.
Bill Jackson, and we're in Wilcox, Arizona. Class of '67 here. There was 6 or 7 guys that did not come back from Vietnam, and we decided that we'd make a memorial here, and with that came the Rolling Thunder and the veterans here coming out, and that's what I'm here for.
One of our classmates, Joe Lawrence, we had graduated in May, and in October, he came home in a coffin. It really hit me. It did. And I saw all of our classmates get on the Greyhound bus going to boot camp, and a lot of them never came home. You figure out what we've done since we graduated, and that's what they've lost. They didn't get to fall in love, have family, and so now we do a Veterans Day parade every year. And that has grown tremendously.
We were born to embrace, not accept it. We were given nothing more, so we kept it. Now as the colors of our boots keep fading, we live a life that we hate without saying.
This is like a healing process, isn't it, Bill, for them? And they're riding for their brothers and sisters that they lost in battle. You know, I thought we should have done this 42 years ago when it was fresh and, you know, it had just happened, and we want people to know. My granddaughter, she's 14 and she had never heard about the Vietnam War in school, and I think they need to know. This year, all the schools are getting out early. There's 6th through the 8th grade kids, there's 22. They're going to be eating with the veterans.
So that's why we're riding.
So there's lots of people missing from each every year.
Yes.
He stayed back when they were being overrun, so all of his people could get out, both the Vietnamese and Americans both.
They all have that stripe on them. The helicopters have the stripe. The airplanes all have the same stripe.
That hits you. I just can't get that out of my mind, that what they sacrificed for us. And a lot of people, they don't realize that.
Each and every individual that's an American on Memorial Day needs to take 5 minutes and bow their head and thank all the people that are involved with the military or never came home and made the ultimate sacrifice.
Let us love.
Thank yous, that's not enough, you know. How can I repay y'all for something y'all doing for the guys? Well, you look around this daggone room and everybody has done something. So they want to say combat hero, that's not me. Everybody in here is a hero. True heroes never made it back. But
Amen.
But for me and my family, thank y'all so much. This is a true honor, and I'm truly blessed. And, I can't thank y'all enough. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you know, people they come home with injuries, not just physical. When they come home, they need to know that they will be helped. They need to know that what they've done is something that's valued by us as American citizens, and knowing that there are services in place, and knowing that they can get the help they need, and that they can get support from people in their country when they come home, I think is just a key to all that.
Let us love like we were children. Make us feel like we're still living in a world I know is burning to the ground.
These guys have done everything for this country. They've lost their limbs for this country. And to be able to give them something to get their freedom back and to feel that wind, it's everything.
Hey, you smile anymore, your lips are gonna crack. That's exactly.
He's 11. He's been in that bag since he was 3 months old.
There was a person that is on that wall, and he was shot down an hour later, and I helped retrieve his body.
We want to tell the facts about the Vietnam War and the Vietnam era.
These two guys pulled me out of a hole lower than whale dung.
He's been in the company of 2 presidents. He's an amazing little dog, really.